Okay, so this is a custom video tablature request for Tony Farkas. It's April Wine, Just Between You and Me. It's just the guitar solos. And I want to say, Tony is the one that actually started me doing these. Long story short, Tony, I feel like I've known you forever, but you had asked me probably a year and a half ago about doing these custom ones. You didn't call them that, but that's wound up being what they're called. So, Tony, that's you started a trend, man. So I'm busy as heck with these. So, let's jump into this. I time-stamped it. I also subgrouped it. The solo's kind of, you got the intro solo, and then it cuts out for the verse and all that, and then you're into the main solo, and I think there's another solo towards the end. Standard for your tuning on this. This is just the guitar solos. I time-stamp everything now, but they're really helping because you can forward right to the spot and go, oh, okay, that's how the riff sounds if you need to. So let's jump into it. Here we go. So the first one is, you want 7th fret on the G with your middle finger, and let me play the riff. This is starting at 1 second in. This is riff 1. Let's do it again. Okay, that's actually that's riff 1 and 2. Subgroup 1 is up to the rest, which would be here. Okay, the next part is only 3 notes, and that's the 9G, 8B, and the 10B. Whole step bend, then vibrato. Okay, the third subgroup is time-stamped at 6 seconds into the song, and that goes like this. Slow that down. It starts on the high E string, 7th fret, 1st finger. Follow the fingering that I put in your tabs for you. I would follow them. I try to kind of go what made the most sense on the fingering. So, and then we have the end of this intro solo, which finishes up right here at 10 seconds in. 9, 7, 9, 7, they're all slides, so you would pick the initial 9th fret on the G and just go. And when you do that stuff, Tony, you want to have a little bit of distortion, because April Wine does. And for this stuff, you don't get the sustain if you're on the clean channel. So to pick a note and get 4 tones out of it will kind of diminish on the clean. So make sure you got a little bit of distortion if possible on that. And then at 58 seconds in, I think it's a little short solo interlude piece. This is subgroup number 5, and that goes like this. Let's do that again. Most of this is on the high E. I'm going 2, 3, 5, and then backwards with it. Ascending, descending. 3B, 4G. See, that makes a B minor chord. I try to visualize the chord shapes once in a while if I'm doing a riff or a little solo piece, if you can see a chord in it. I don't know. It's interesting music stuff to me to think like that. But and then I would switch fingers for this. You'll see why. And go 5B again, but with your 1st finger. You do have a rest there. This is subgroup 6 at 1 minute and 2 seconds in. And it would be this. So I'm sliding to the 3rd fret from the 5th fret on the B, and then pick 5-3 on the B. 1 minute 4 seconds in, subgroup 7 is this. 5-4G and 5D with middle and 1st finger. Or that'd be over here. Or it'd be. And that one, that should be it for page 1. It is. So page 2 Wait a second here. And then we have page 3. Okay, at 1:57 seconds into the song here, we have subgroup 8, and this is 3rd finger, 8th fret B, sliding it a whole step sharp to 12, or it'd be 2 steps sharp. So you're set the double dots for your marker where you're sliding to, and then 10th fret high E twice, and then do that again, but only hit the 10th fret high E once, and then back to 12B, and then 10th fret high E twice, 12th fret high E once, rest once again, rest, slide. So let me play subgroup 8. Or it'd be 8 to 12. Do it again. Let's do it again. Slow it down. And then you start it again. And then subgroup 9 is 2 minutes 2 seconds in, 15th fret high E, and he's whole step bending, resting, and then whole step bending again on the B string, 15th fret. So whole step, remember, is 2 frets, so this 15 should sound like the 17 when it reaches its whole step spot. Okay, so we have, and then move it up to the B string, same thing. Notice a couple fingers behind to help support that bend. Definitely do that. Okay, bend this one, whole step, and then 15th fret B, and then we go to the 12th fret on the B, hammer to 15, pull to 12, and go to 14G after that. So it's, so you'd have, this would be the subgroup 9. Yeah. And then 14, 12G, vibrato, slide. When you slide, just, take it across 5, 6 frets at least. As you're sliding, just rest your hand over the strings. So you don't hear the end place of that slide. You don't want to hear that. Real common for solo, guitar players that are soloing and stuff to do that. Unless they want that note to really stand out. Next thing here is at 2 minutes 8 seconds into the song. If I'm not mistaken, this is the main solo. And you are on subgroup 10 at this point. You're going to see some X's on this. It's a rake. And you want your first finger on the 7th fret high E. Take these other fingers and try to do this. This would actually be a killer subgroup, just practicing. You got to drag that pick. Don't go. So that, and you got to lift these up by the time you get to the high E string. Kind of tricky, but it's a cool technique to learn. Then 8-10, 8-7. So we have. Kind of a longer riff here. Again, 10-8B, 9G, 8B, 10B, 3rd finger, whole step bend, hold it. Let me play it and then re-explain it, but you'll go. So you wanna hit this 10B, a whole step, keep it ringing, drop your pinky down to the 10th fret high E. Pick that while that's still at the whole step marker. Okay, so then go back to that 10th fret. You're going to want to release this. So you'll go, take the pick, hit the B string with it, or your hand, and then let go of it so you don't hear this. You don't want to release that. You will in a second, but okay, so bend the 10th fret B again, hold it. And take, probably your middle finger would be the best, and tap the 15th fret. It'd be, I've got my palm resting on the fatter strings so we don't get any unwanted string noise. So you'll see a T symbolizing tap. Pull it off, or you'll actually release the bend, and then pull off to 10. So it's, cool little technique there. Just one tap. through this whole solo. Then subgroup 11 comes in at 213, and you'll go middle finger 17 B. This reminds me of kind of a Jimmy Page end of Stairway to Heaven type riff coming up. You'll go 17 B, 17 high E, or 15 high E, 19 E, 17 B. So that part is okay. Then we go over to page 3, which is the final page, and 17 B. You're gonna hit that again. Make sure I didn't write that twice. Yeah, there's a rest after you do the, and then you hit it again. And then the Page, Jimmy Page sounding part I was talking about would be, and that's 19 high E, pulling off to 15 high E, and then going to 17 on the B. And you'll see double dots around there. I put 4 times, so it's 4 times total of these 3 notes, or this pattern, I should say. Couple things I want you to experiment with this, Tony, is the picking. Couple options, and you may gravitate towards one more than the other. But upstroke the high E, pull off, and downstroke the B. And if you repeated that, you'd have this catching the outside of the strings concept, which I like. I can go faster that way with something if I needed to. Or you can just down pick. And then either one is going to be fine to use with that. And then 18th fret on the high E, vibrato. So you have, and then 17 high E. I'm going to make sure I got the right note. 15, 17, 19, 20. It's supposed to be 18. No, it should be 20. 15, 17, 19, 20. Yeah, I said 18, but it is 20. Okay, subgroup 12 is at 215. Let's take it again from that part. We had the 17, then you'll see the double dots like I said, which is 19, 15 E, pull off, 17 B, and then you do that 3 more times. And then in the tab here, I'm showing 18. So I have a misprint that I'll fix. I know what it's supposed to be. 20th fret on the high E with the vibrato. And then go 19, 17, 20 on the B. Okay, and then the last subgroup is subgroup 13 at 219 into the song. And this is a cool little short riff too. You'll go, and that's 15 on the B. You're sliding that a whole step up to 17. So pick, slide, drop it down to 17 high E, pick, slide to 15. So it's a reverse of what the B string did. Cool little riff there. So yeah. That's it. If you have any questions, Tony, let me know. I have to fix 3 notes on these tabs for you really quick. And this stuff's coming over ASAP. Talk to you later, Tony. Thanks, man. We will talk to you very, very soon. Like I said, any questions, hit me up. Talk to you later.